All right. Well, here we are. All right. I hope everybody can hear me. I hope it's not choppy. If it's choppy, there's a whopping two of you in here right now. All right. Um anyway, whoever's in here right now, could you just let me know if you can hear me all right? This is the first stream that I've done on YouTube in years. Like I used to stream more regularly back when the thing that I'm streaming on was actually like kind of good, you know? And yeah, like I legit don't know how things are going right now. So whoever's watching right now, please like ASAP, let me know if everything's all good. So right now it seems like it's kind of opening up. The thing is they're not just going to get to the fights right away. They have to do a little opener and be like, "Oh, hey, yeah, this is what this is." And they have to hype up the main event specifically and things like that, you know. Um, but yeah, so I'm excited. All right. I don't know about anybody else who may or may not be here right now. Uh, look, like Sam, I've known Sam for a little bit now, you know, and I can tell you he's really just like a good dude, you know, when it comes down to it. Yeah, there's this big thing about how like, oh, he can't keep getting away with it. And yeah, that's fun and it can be funny and things like that. But Sam, like the real Sam, is really just a good dude, you know. Um, and it's one of those things where you can kind of sort of become like when I first met Sam, I'm not going to say that I was disappointed, but like I honestly expected more, you know? Like I expected him to be a little bit more off the wall and he wasn't. He was just like a down to earth chill dude, you know? Um and the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm trying to paint a picture for you, right? About how I personally feel right now. About how people like Brandon probably feel, about Sean Bay, you know, a dude that I actually have known for years, who's going to be cornering Sam in his fight. I'm trying to paint a picture of, you know, kind of how we're all feeling right now. And I can only imagine how Sam is feeling, where we're excited, but we're definitely also, you know, we're on the edge of our seat. You know, we want to see it. And uh, sorry, I'm adjusting the mic real quick, but we're on the edge of our seat, you know, and all of us know that Sam is going to win. You know, we have absolutely positively no doubt that he's going to win. But even with that, it's still a situation where it's like, oh man, like he's got to actually go out there and win. You know, it's not like he can just show up to the weigh-in and then they'll give him a medal, a medal or anything like that. It's he's got to actually go out there and do it. So we're all pretty anxious for him to go out there and take what is rightfully is, you know. Um, Thompson, I can't say that I have 110% respect for the content that he makes. I'm not a big fan of the just low effort, degenerate shit. I'll be honest with you, but he seems like a nice guy. He really seems like he's an all right dude, and because of this, I'm not gonna sit here and talk like tons of shit about him. You know, I hope that he doesn't get hurt. I hope nobody gets hurt. You know, at the end of the day, it's a competition. You know, that's what it is. Sounds clear. Thank you very much. There's been people jumping in and out this whole time, and I haven't been sure if I was like actually getting through or not. You know, and I was a little bit nervous. You know, I was afraid that I was going to make a fool of myself. I just want to see how that, because I posted a story. That's probably where you guys are all from. Actually, definitely where all you guys are from, and I just want to see how that's doing, just to make sure people are actually seeing it. Um, yeah, decent amount. But look, if you're out there, oh, excuse me, I almost just choked on my own tongue. If you're out there, you know, feel free to chime in. Feel free to say, you know, what you expect. Feel free to, you know, talk about how you're feeling right now. You know, this is a safe space. It's a safe space. We're all safe here. You can talk about your experiences. It's okay. It's okay. Um, no, but we got a little bit before the fights are actually going to start. I put my phone in my lap and it keeps falling out of my lap. But we got a little bit before the fights are actually going to start. Probably like 15, 20 minutes or so. That's just how it is. Like these big production cards and things like that, like it can be annoying. I get that, you know. They have to hype everything up. They have to make sure everything's good, you know. And a little hint, I guess you could say. Um, uh, when they're sitting here and they're talking about things and they're hyping it up, chances are they're dealing with some kind of issue backstage. Like there's some dude who forgot how to tie his shoe and they got to teach him again. There's a fire in the kitchen or something like that. That's basically what's usually happening in those situations. It's Chava V. I am going to answer your question in a second. I just want to what do I want to do? I want to finish explaining this, but these big production events, right? Like they're serious. You know, a lot of things always go wrong, and they have to put out those fires. You know, and that's why they're not just getting to the fights right away. You know, on the regional scene, which I've fought all of my fights on the regional scene. It's basically maybe you'll have a band play at the beginning. Maybe um maybe they'll have like somebody come out and hype up the crowd and things like that, but it's basically like if doors open at like 7 p.m. fights are gonna start probably around like 7:30, somewhere around there. But yeah, Chava V, um you can watch it on DAZN. Yeah, it's DAZN.net/Sam Hyde. I feel so dumb saying DAZN. It's annoying. But DAZN.com/Sam Hyde. I would suggest purchasing the stream because it's going to support Sam. Definitely don't stream it illegally. That would be bad, sir. That would be very bad. Very, very bad. Don't do that. No, but anyway, do you jump rope? I just got one and it's harder to do than I remember. Yeah, I jump rope. I haven't been doing it as much lately because I've been having some issues with my neck and, depending on how I move, it exasperates it. But yeah, jumping rope is very good for a couple of different things. Barv. I'm not going to try and pronounce that last name. Yeah, I'm one of the dudes who helped Sam get ready for his fight. What I did a lot of was pad work. I did strategizing, and I sparred with him a little bit. In addition to that, you also have a dude named Sean Bay. He's a professional boxer. He's a heavyweight. He's actually really good. I've known him for years. Like he and I have trained at the same gyms in the past and things like that. Really, really good dude. Everybody should follow him. I forget exactly what his @ is on Instagram, but you should follow him. And you should follow me too. All right. I think Sean Bay's account is literally just @Sean Bay. But if you just search it, you'll find it, I'm sure. My Instagram is @ScottSullivanMMA. All right. So follow us. In addition to that, you also have Jason Estrada, who is the owner of Big Six Boxing Academy in Providence, Rhode Island. I didn't even know it until like a few days ago, but he was an Olympian. That was like news to me, which is insane. I've only met him once. He seemed like a really nice guy. He was very good to me. Definitely follow him. I don't even remember what his @ is. Probably just search Jason Estrada or Big Six Boxing Academy or both. And then there was another guy too. His name was Chad Leoncello. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure what he would do with Sam, but he would also spar with Sam too. So it was a collective effort. A lot of us helped Sam in a bunch of different ways. I've been helping Sam for the better part of a year. The same thing with like Jason and everybody else, so we kind of know what's going on. We know what his plan is. We know what he's trying to go for and things like that. I know what I tried to prepare him for. And we're excited, man. We're really excited. Um, nice. How long did he seriously train boxing for? I couldn't tell you. I'll be honest with you. And the reason I say this is because when I first got together with him, which was late last year, I was pretty impressed with the way that he moved and the way that he was able to use his body. Sam is ridiculously athletic for both someone his age as well as his size, right? And because of this, I couldn't tell you how long he has seriously boxed for. Getting ready for this fight before, oh, it's Keemstar. Keemstar's on there. This what's going on, Keem? No, but anyway, if you just count how long he's been getting ready for this fight, I'd say uh, like 8 or 9 months, which is why, like, again, not to shit on Thompson. I have no beef with Thompson. He seems like a nice guy, but like he sits there and he says he's been training for 8 weeks. And it's like, bro, that is not enough time at all. You should not have gone to wild card boxing. Like, I know it sounds insane. Some random ginger dude in an all white room, saying, yo, Thompson, don't go to one of the best boxing gyms in the nation. Don't do that. I know it sounds insane, but the thing you got to understand is that these guys, I'm not saying that they don't build people up from the ground up. I'm not saying that they don't do that, right? But what you tend to see is dudes from like Boise, Idaho, from Lincoln, Nebraska, and things like that. Random dudes from random areas. They get really, really good in their area, and they go out to wild card boxing, and that becomes their gym. And they aren't there all the time. They when they're at a certain level, you're not training all the time. I'm not saying that you're not like doing anything at all. I'm saying that you're not training in the way that some kid who's unknown from wherever is training, right? And what you're doing is you're doing 6 to 8 week camps, sometimes 12-week camps, things like that. And there's multiple reasons for that, right? What Thompson needed was to be taught to box, not to have 8 weeks to just get in shape and hit the pads and things like that. And because of this, you can see that he is legitimately, he's not prepared. I don't think he's ever sparred in his life. The way he throws his punches, he doesn't get extension. He just kind of does that. He doesn't turn into his punches. Okay. He doesn't turn. He doesn't do things like that. It's all arm punches, especially his uppercuts. He throws uppercuts like he's curling, like he's curling dumbbells and things like that. I'm saying all of this because like he needed more time, like Thompson needed just as much time as Sam, and honestly, more time than Sam. He needed much, much more time than Sam. All right. And unfortunately, he didn't put in that work. He didn't end up, he just didn't take it that seriously. I mean, I was checking the dude's Instagram and he's drinking every night. And it's like, yo, dude, like, I get it. You're going to be around the hose. I know that's your thing, but like, you don't got to drink too, bro. You got a fight coming up, man. Like, that's serious, dude. You don't even know how serious it is, I'm just sorry for that fly. I've been trying to catch this fly in my room for like a week now, and I can never seem to get it. So I apologize if you're wondering what just flew in front of the screen. Would you fight a female to male trans? I don't know. I've never really thought about it. I don't know. I really don't want to think about it, to be honest with you. I just kind of fight whoever I fight, and that's that. I root for Sam very much, but Thompson seems to have an ace up his sleeve. I mean, look, there's a saying, all right? It's called a puncher's chance, and everybody's got it, all right? I'm not completely and totally discounting Thompson's ability to land a lucky punch. That's not what I want to do. I don't want to do that, all right, at all right? However, from what I've seen, there is no ace. All right. If he lands a lucky punch, that's what it's going to be, is a lucky punch. That's it. That's nothing. Right. There is no like, oh, he thinks I suck, but really I don't. And I'm totally gonna show him. And this move that I'm gonna pull is gonna be the thing. No, no. Like I saw how the dude moved. I saw how the dude throws punches. All right. He's been doing pad work and bag work, and that's it. I've been doing this long enough to know when somebody is just a I almost said pad work and bag work guy. So, actually taking a look at the fights right now. The fights have not started yet. Okay. They're talking to Swarms right now. He seems ready. They're doing an interview. I don't know if they're doing an interview and then he's about to head out, like with the Creator Clash. But he's in his robe. He's got his gloves on. He looks like he's been warming up. He looks a little bit sweaty. You don't just want to go out there cold. You want to go out there to not tired. Some people don't even go out there with a little bit of sweat on them. They just get to the point where they feel like they're about to sweat, and then they're like, all right, let's call it there. Me, I prefer to go out there a little bit of sweat on me, right? Because it just feels better, when I do that. Well, I'm just making sure. All right, yeah. So there's no other chats right now. That's all good. So I'm gonna hit this real quick. It's not the marijuana. All right, I don't smoke that. Yeah, it's just a vape. Oh man, dude, it's so it's so interesting to see Keemstar nowadays, because does anybody remember Keemstar from um like 7-8 years ago? Does anyone remember that? Hold on one sec. All right, there we go. I wanted to leave that there just to be sure, because this is not my main channel. This is actually an old channel of mine that I stopped making content for. So I figured I would I'd just leave that there, because I am uploading to my channel and things like that. But it's just so funny to see where Keemstar is now versus where he was years ago. I don't think Keemstar has ever been in a situation where he's been losing necessarily. Like, I know that he ended up I know that he got banned from YouTube, like straight up banned. Like, if YouTube ever found that he had a channel under his name, he would just immediately get kicked off. But he got around that, and as far as I know, he was the first person to get around a YouTube ban by saying, oh no, I don't own the channel. I'm just the presenter for the channel. That ended up getting lifted. He's all good now. He can have a channel, but like, it's just so weird, and it kind of makes me hopeful, and it's kind of the same with Sam to a degree as well. But like, hold on, Scott, you were the guy that was in one of Harley Morenstein and Sam's boxing videos sparring Harley, right? Yeah, that was me. I was supposed to be there more than I was, but I got sick that week. I had planned on getting down there at least one more time. And I was on and off the toilet all day. All right, I'll leave it at that. But yeah, I was really, really happy to meet Harley Morenstein. He's really nice guy, I had to kind of get on his ass a little bit. Sam did too, because whenever he would touch me, he'd be like, sorry. And I'd be like, why? We're fighting, bro, But it was really good to see him get that win in the way that he did. There was no hesitation. There was no there was no Canadian, there was no Canadian shit. All right. There was no, sorry, eh? None of that. But yeah, it was so cool meeting Harley Morenstein. I remember being in high school, computer class, supposed to be doing work and watching epic mealtime videos. It's still, when I think about it now, it's still like so weird to wrap my head around. It feels so nice. But what I was saying about Keemstar, and I will get to those other chats that people have sent in a second though. Shoot, what was I gonna say? Oh, there's a KSI. It seems like they're getting ready to go out, so I'll try and make this quick. But like, it really makes me feel good seeing Keemstar in the role that he's in now. Same thing with Sam. People said that Sam's career is like being revitalized, and I didn't quite understand that, because like, when I figured out about Sam, I immediately gravitated towards his content, right? I immediately was like, yo, I love this dude's shit. I want to see it. And I kept up with it. So to me, he was always right in front of my face, mashing my nose into my head and things like that. That's what it always was, So like, when I saw people after the iDubbbz video specifically, like, yo, it's the return of Sam, I was like, what do you mean the return? He was never fucking gone. But like, now that he's here, it's like, oh yeah, no, it is the return of Sam Hyde. Like, the amount of exposure he's getting from this, from people who have no idea who he is, and the amount of people who are rooting for him because he's just so charismatic, is like really, really cool. And like, I was just talking about how I was so glad to be a part of Harley's thing. Like, I'm so ecstatic to be a part of this as well, yeah, there's Swarms warming up. See, Swarms is throwing, if you're watching along with me, you'll notice Swarms is throwing his jab. It's all arm punches. He's literally just doing that, I don't know if you heard, my elbow just cracked. There is no turn into his jab. There's nothing behind it, I don't know if he's stepping or not, because I couldn't really see very well. But, well, you couldn't see anything below like the titty line, basically. But he's not trained, He looks like he took a few boxing classes and really, really paid close attention, and is trying his best to emulate without actually understanding. That's really what it is. But anyway, I'll get to these. Is Sam gonna approach this fight like an out puncher, brawler, or rush down type fight? I mean, we didn't really work on any like archetypical kinds of things like that. I didn't go to Sam, and I don't think Jason Estrada or Sean Bay went to Sam and was like, "Oh, dude, you're totally gonna be an outside fighter. You're gonna be pure boxer," or like, "Oh, dude, you're gonna get inside and you're gonna maul him." Like, I don't think any of us went to him and said that. I know I didn't. We worked things that were specifically going to be good for Sam and his body type. And the way that he was able to move. And that's something that a lot of people don't realize about boxing. And it's something that even if you realize it, you might not 100% appreciate the fact in the way that you should. But when it comes to boxing and fighting in general, everybody moves a little bit different. I'm not going to be able to move. I'm 6 feet tall, well over 200 pounds. A little, you can't see it, but I got a little chub to me right now. Like, I'm not going to be able to move like some dude who's like 5'6", 135 pounds. That's not going to happen. So you cannot teach that guy and me the same thing and actually expect us to do it. It's not going to work out that way. It's just not, So with that in mind, we made sure that whatever we taught him was going to actually work for him, because Sam is a few inches taller than me, I want to say he's like 4 or 5 inches taller than me, and he weighs a lot more than me. And the thing is, if I had to fight Sam, like we would be in the same weight class. He wouldn't have to cut weight. I wouldn't have to take weight off. We would both be heavyweights. If I remember correctly, I'm not as up to date on the boxing weight classes and things like that. I'm more of an MMA guy, MMA, kickboxing, that kind of thing. But like it would be night and day the way that he moves versus the way that I move, even though we're in the same weight class. And what it comes down to is the fact that he's 4 to 5 inches and 20 to 30 pounds heavier than me, you know? Oh, there he is. There's our boy. There is our boy. So they're going through the lineup right now. If you're not watching, right, which means they're getting closer and closer. All right. I kind of expected this, But yeah, Matthew Harriet, he absolutely mauled him. The video where his coach in Montreal tries to shit talk Sam's teaching methods when the guy in Montreal was trying to train him like a featherweight. Yeah, I mean, like Jesse Thompson is legit. The dude knows his stuff. I'm not gonna sit here and try and act like he doesn't know. Oh man, every time I see every time I see Andy Worski on this card, dude, I can't help but smile. It's just so funny seeing Andy Worski just out of nowhere. Oh yeah, and FaZe Sensei, that's also another guy who's that guy's from my area. We fought on the same cards before, not each other, but he had a fight on the same card as me. I think it was only once, but I think I also was there for another fight of his as well. It was funny seeing him at the place that I fought for, and I was like, wait, what? And the same night as me? What? How? No, but oh yeah, as I was saying, Jesse Thompson, right? I have no issue with Jesse Thompson. All right, I don't. In fact, I made a video about this a couple months back, right? Seems like a nice dude. Seems like he really cares about his fighters, and I think that's where what he was saying was coming from, is that he actually cared about Harley, and because he didn't have 110% trust in what Sam was teaching him, he just automatically assumed, oh no, this is wrong. This is wrong. This is definitely wrong. Truthfully, he's probably never seriously trained a heavyweight before. And if he has, then it was probably a different kind of heavyweight than Harley. It was probably some dude who's been training since he was very, very young. And, because of this, the dude had a natural athleticism, or I guess it wouldn't even be natural if he's been training since he was young. But he's going to have an athleticism that other people don't. And, oh, by the way, guys, I feel really, really stupid for doing this. All right. But I got to do the YouTuber thing. All right. If you like this stream right now, please just leave a like. All right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Just one time. That's it. I'm not gonna say it again. I promise. All right. No, I honestly, like, I hate the YouTuber thing. I love YouTube. I love making videos. I love stuff like that. But like having to be like, hey guys, smash that like button. Smash it. Smash the like button. Like having to do that is like, yo, like that is so annoying. I'll get back to the chat in a second. Luke asks, where can I watch this? Yeah, it's DAZN app, So yeah, what Mr. Battle Crane said a second ago. I find it interesting that KSI is fighting the guy that he's fighting, right? And I have a conspiracy theory, all right, for you guys, So I noticed that, and I mean, I guess everybody noticed, right? So the dude who KSI was originally supposed to fight, I forget who it was. I forget what his name was. I feel like I know who it is too, but I just forget that he was supposed to fight. But anyway, that dude pulls out. So KSI decides he's going to get ballsy, and he's going to end up fighting a dude who is, if I'm not mistaken, like he's had like 12, 13, maybe even 14 fights, right? And he's got a winning record, right? Um, Now, all of a sudden, like a day or two later, there's a big controversy about tattoos of a certain ideology, a certain hateful, bigoted ideology. Um, and because of this, they pulled him. They said, no, you can't fight anymore, right? Then all of a sudden they replace him with a dude who I think is like 2-5 or something like that. So that's 7 fights, and he's only won 2 of them, right? Now, this dude could be very, very, very good. All right. This dude could be very good. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, your record means everything. Your record doesn't mean everything. There's a good chance that this dude has been training since he was very, very young, and he's just had a few spots of bad luck, right? But I think it's interesting that when they have to replace the guy that they picked, knowing full well that he had those tattoos, I mean, hey, I'm not saying anything for fact. This is just my opinion, by the way. But the way I see it, I have a feeling that they knew full well that this dude, the first dude that they were going to have KSI fight, right? The first real boxer that KSI was going to fight. So the guy who was to replace his original opponent, right? I have a feeling that they were aware of those tattoos, and what they did was they said, "Yeah, let's match him up against a dude who's like 12-0, and then that guy will get pulled off the card. That way we can say that we're game. That hey, we totally want to fight real boxers. We definitely want to fight real boxers, and not just real boxers, but good real boxers." And then, well, the guy's gone. So they got to replace him with someone. So what are they going to do? They're going to take somebody who's available, you know, and who just happened to be available. Well, Mr. 2-5 or whatever it was, you know. I forget the guy's exact record, you know. Um, but yeah, it's just interesting to me, and I'm not saying anything for fact. All right. I'm just trying to I'm trying to frame it in a way that's not going to cause problems, you know. Um, is Sean Bay in London with Sam? I think I saw him on a stream. Yeah, Sean Bay is in London. He's going to be cornering Sam. I don't know if anybody else is going to be in the corner with him. Maybe Brandon Buckingham, but I'm not sure. Maybe somebody from Marvel's Lane Amateur Boxing Club. That's a place in England that they visited. Maybe. I know for fact that what's his face? Sean Bay, is going to be in the corner. All right. But I don't know if anybody else is going to be. It'd be pretty cool to see Brandon Buckingham in the corner. That's somebody else that I'm trying to help get ready for his fight. But I'm going to take another hit of this vape. So the tail of the tape is up. KSI 29, 6 feet tall, 180 pounds, 76-inch reach. Swarms 25, 5'8", 199 pounds, 77-inch reach. So it's funny. He's actually many inches shorter than KSI, but he has a reach advantage of 1 inch. And that can make a big difference. 1 inch can make a big difference if you know how to use it. Okay. But it's just funny how that works. I predict KSI, I don't think it was an accident that KSI's guys started pulling out and they picked the guys that they did, like I said. But anyway, Swarms is on his way to the I almost called it the cage. Excuse me. Pardon me. He's on his way to the ring right now. And man, I can only imagine how he feels. That walkout is insane. I haven't been on a stage like that yet. Hopefully one day I will be. I have not been on a stage like that, but like the walkouts that I've done for other fights of mine have been bonkers, like it's crazy, And I could only imagine what's going through his mind right now. I mean, I know what's going through his mind right now. He's trying not to think about it. You know, for me, I don't think about it. I just do my thing. I go out there and I project myself to the people. I don't let the people impose on me. And the good thing is, the good news for Swarms, for KSI, for everybody, right, is that when you're in the ring, you don't hear anyone. You're lucky if you can hear your corner, right, yelling instructions. Hit him, hit him, hit him. You gotta hit him. You gotta hit him. Don't get hit. You gotta hit him. Don't get hit. Like, it is. It's crazy, because like you have 1,000 people, in this case, thousands of people screaming, and you just legit, it doesn't register. You do not hear it. It's just you, it's him, and the ref, and every now and again you hear the crowd go, oh, or ah, or some weird thing like that when something exciting happens. Like I made a post to my Instagram a couple of days ago where I showed a head kick that I landed, and I remember that, and I just remember lining him up. I was waiting for him to step into range. I knew it was going to happen, and it was just silence, silence, silence. And then I threw the kick, and I heard basically that noise. And then I heard the crowd go, whoa, but then after that, it just dissipated, you know? But anyway, enough about me. All right. Enough about me. What about these gentlemen? This Mr. KSI. All right. I'm going to hit the vape a couple of times. Dude, I don't know who's watching with me and who's not, but like they got this like mascot that's drink shaped, and it's probably because I think KSI has a drink company, right? I think KSI has a drink company of some kind. It might be like a healthy drink thing, in the way that like a smoothie with like 400 grams of sugar is healthy. As far as I know, I'm not making any legitimate statements of fact. This is just my guess. All right. This is not fact. I'm not trying to slander anybody. All right. Oh boy, they got the rappers. Yo, why does this dude look like Walmart brand Joey? Bro, Zoomers are so cringe, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if any of my Zoom gang brothers and sisters. You see, there it is, Prime, KSI Prime, and it's like, why, bro? But anyway, I'm sorry if any of my Zoom gang fam are here. All right. But you look like you guys are gonna look back at that hairstyle, all right, at that way of doing your makeup, at all of this stuff, and you're gonna be like, yo, I can't believe I dressed like that. And like, I know I sound like such a boomer right now, dude, and I apologize for that. I hate the boomers probably more than you do. All right. In a loving way, of course, no, but like looking back, and I didn't even dress like the 2008 like pop punk or like emo phase, but like I know people who did, and when I see pictures of them back then, I'm like, yo, I can't believe they dressed like that. I should show them this picture just to get on their nerves. But anyway, Mr. KSI has entered the ring. All right, and here we are. So I'm going to try my best to commentate what's going on. Okay, I'm going to try my best to make you guys understand what's going down beyond just, oh, he's punching him. Not that I'm trying to be like, none of you know, but like I just want to be able to give a little bit more context if that's at all possible. All right, so that's what I'm planning on doing here. And here we have the legendary Michael Buffer, who I didn't even know still does ring announcing. I had no clue, It's really cool that they got him for this. Michael Buffer is one of those dudes who like, he's No, he's not the Bruce Buffer of boxing. Bruce Buffer is the Michael Buffer of MMA, specifically the UFC. And if you didn't know, they are related. Bruce and Michael Buffer are both related. The Let's Get Ready to Rumble guy and the It's Time guy are they're half brothers, I believe. Which is kind of funny when you think about it. I have a feeling. I have a feeling that was done on purpose to a degree by Dana White. It wouldn't surprise me if it was. Um, So fried bologna. The first guy sounds pretty based. Great stream, by the way. Like and subscribed. Thank you very much, fried bologna. If you're still here, and if anybody's still here, please sub to my main channel, Scott Sullivan MMA. Okay, I would really, really appreciate it if you guys did. All right. The only reason I'm not streaming there, okay, is because YouTube is like ridiculous and it makes you wait 24 hours before you can stream. And I didn't know that. So I'm here right now on an old channel of mine. But anyway, I'm going to hit the vape one more time. I don't want to like annoy you guys with the frequency of me hitting my vape. It's just that, like I said, I'm a little bit anxious. I'm a little bit nervous, not for KSI and Swarms. I give a fuck about them. I mean, like every fight that happens, it's closer to our guy, our boy. All right. Links here, please. Okay. If anybody wants, like, I don't know what the link is for. All right. Maybe it's a download link to buy Sam's fight. But whatever it is, please send it to each other in the DM or something like that. Look at the difference. Now, Swarms is smaller, so he can be stockier, but he looked a little bit doughy. And that is not exactly great. But it might not be the worst thing ever either. It really depends because sometimes people don't look as in shape as they actually are. 2 weeks is not enough time to get in shape, but maybe he's just got really good cardio. Maybe he runs and jumps rope and things like that in his spare time. Maybe that's just something that he's been doing. All right. All right. And we're off. All right. So Swarms, I was going to say he doesn't quite look coordinated and he looks like he's trying to be coordinated. So you have JJ, KSI. He's taken a very measured approach. Those two overhands he threw, those were not wild. They were timed. He was waiting for the opening. And when he saw it, he threw it, which you can tell he's been training that, So I will give Swarms credit. He's keeping a stance pretty well, but those overhands are not good. The overhands from Swarms anyway. Oh, see, when he's throwing punches, he's dropping his hand, and that's what's giving KSI the opening. KSI is actually being very defensive right now. Oh no, he got him with a jab. That's nice. I'll say that. See, he ended up against the ropes and he immediately switched his stance. So if this is the front foot, this is the back foot, that's good. He ended up against the ropes and he ended up squaring up his stance. That's not very good, You're just opening yourself up more, and it's also going to be harder for you to get going, Oh man, he's got to get out of that corner. Oh, but see, KSI is letting him out of the corner, but it's because he just keeps going to the next corner. I don't think the ring generalship is even a problem for KSI. Like, I don't know if it's there we go. That might have been a slip. It might have been a slip, but they're ruling it a knockdown. I don't know if the last punch landed. If it did not, then that potentially could have been a slip that they ruled a knockdown. I'm not saying anything for sure though. Swarms looks like he's not doing very well. Yeah, just a little bit. Swarms literally running away. Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, like, yeah, it's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of is, but I'm not laughing because I understand how it feels. Everybody who has ever fought has had that feeling. You end up, ooh, man, he's got to stop turning his back. That's dangerous for him. Yeah, and you see the ref warning him. If he gets hit in the back of the head, that's a lot more dangerous than getting hit anywhere around here. Oh man, no, yeah, that was ruled a slip. That was ruled a slip. That's good. He's tired. He's tired from all the running and things like that. But yeah, it's kind of funny. Congratulations to Swarms for getting out of the first round. I'll say that much. But I'm not laughing because, like I said, everyone who has ever fought has had that feeling. Everybody who goes to an MMA gym, they end up getting their ass beat. Right? Nobody is ever good when they first come in. I don't care how naturally athletic you are. I don't care if you have a natural talent. When it comes time to translate that natural talent into hitting and not getting hit, that's something that no amount of natural ability is going to actually be able to like help you with. You have to take your lumps. You have to end up looking like Swarms. And I have looked like Swarms before, which is why, again, yeah, it's funny, but I personally am not laughing. I'm not telling you guys to not laugh. Go ahead, yuck it up if you want. But it is what it is. But he is a madman, by the way. Swarms. He's a madman. Oh man, he might be he might be quitting on the stool. He might be quitting on the stool. If he quits, nah, he's not quitting on the stool. I thought he was. The bell rang, and then they're putting him in neutral corners. That's funny to think about. All right, dude, Swarms. He's man. Oh yeah, if you hear anything in the background, by the way, I apologize. I have a pet guinea pig, and then my wife is chilling in the background. Oh man, I was reading the chat and I missed the moment. I don't know. Is it a TKO or did he give him the 10 count? Anyone who was watching, was it TKO or did he 10 count him? TKO is, technical knockout. I'm sure all of you probably know that, but basically if the ref just looks at you and he's like, no, waving it off, that is that's a TKO. But if it's a 10 count, that is very rare today, and chances are Swarms was just too tired and he was like, nah, I ain't doing this, Oh, excuse me. Jeez. All right. So congratulations, KSI. That went basically exactly how I expected it, except for maybe getting out of the first round, no shame on Swarms, he fought as hard as he could, he fought as hard as he could with everything that he was able to utilize. All right. And for that, there's no shame or anything like that. A little bit of blood on his face, as you can see. It is a combat sport. Blood sport is not just the name of a movie. All right. Oh man. So that was good right there. So for those of you that aren't watching, he goes right hook to the body, he goes uppercut, and then he goes left hook. That was really good, right? Because what happened was Swarms, he did the right thing in a situation like that. He shelled up. Now, when you shell up, it opens up. I'm going to stand up. It opens up the body. Like I'm here, you can't see exactly, but now I'm shelled up. You notice there's a little bit of an opening right here. So we hit him in the body, okay? Then he threw an uppercut to try and raise his head back up. And then he came with the hook to hit him after he ends up raising the head back up with the uppercut. That's actually a really, really good combination by KSI. And, good for him. He's clearly been working. He's clearly been improving, and he's clearly very calm and collected in there, And I will say, it's easy to be calm and collected when you know you're going to beat the shit out of the dude that you ended up fighting. All right. I'll say that much. All right, but it was still really good to see. That was a technical boxing combination right there. Um, so hey, good job, KSI. So that's one fight closer to the Candyman. We have one fight after this. I forget exactly who it is. I don't think it's Salt, Poppy, and Warski. In fact, why don't I just grab my phone and double check? Un momento. Somebody. Um, Sorry, I'm trying to. Oh, here it is. All right, so up next, it's Dean the Great versus Evil Hero, and I know absolutely nothing about either of these guys. I knew Swarm was a Swarm. I knew Swarms was a rapper. All right, like a British rapper, where like, hey, yo, they talk like this, like that weird form of rap. All right. Um. Anyway, but KSI, I mean, everybody basically knows who KSI is, even before the boxing thing was a thing, you know. Um, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit if I can find my remote. I cannot find my remote. What is wrong with me? Babe, do you know where the remote is? No, that's fine. Um, All right, I'll look for another like half second, and if I can't find it, I can't find it. You coming over here? Okay. So yeah, as I said, my wife is in the room with me. But I really don't want her on camera, because I'm not trying to have every little thing about myself out on the internet. I do value my privacy, even if I'm in front of a camera with my face using my real name. Um, hmm. Oh well, it's all good. If I find it in a second, I find it in a second. I will. Oh shoot! Thank you, baby. She found it. And of course, I find it right. I find it right after uh, his his uh, his interview is over. Um, KSI has a title belt. Yeah, he ended up winning a title belt with this win, right? With this fight. And I don't know if that belt is on the line for the next fight that he's going to have. I don't know if it is or not. Um, Potentially, I guess, maybe, but at the same time, the dude that KSI is going to be fighting next, he's not a content creator. He's not an influencer or anything like that, So, you know, I guess we'll see. Oh, whoa, did he really earn it? I mean, I guess, yeah. You see, that's the thing about titles, right? Is that, and this happens a lot at the regional scene. Um, like you'll have situations where dudes like they don't really beat anybody who's worth it. I know a dude we fought, right? I was beating the shit out of him, and then a freak accident occurred where our knees collided, and I got the worst of it. So he ended up winning the fight, not because he was beating me, but because I got hurt. I was handily beating his ass, right? His next fight, I think, might have been like a loss. And then after that, he fought some dude who was like 42 for a title belt, right? For a title, right? Like that's how weird this shit is. Like people talk about how weird the belting system is in UFC, in the UFC, who gets certain title fights, who gets to get whatever from the UFC or from Dana. But like it's like that from the bottom to the top, right? You'll have dudes that are like 0-20 and they didn't even come close to winning any of their fights. And they'll end up getting title fights just for the simple fact that like they were in the right place at the right time. That's really it. Sorry about that. Just wanted to repost that, it it's like it sucks, to a degree because I'm sitting here, I have a new channel and I'm working hard with it, but like I'm still getting subscribers to this channel. And I don't mean like right this second, like I'm not upset at anybody who subs to this channel specifically, but like I'm putting out videos on a channel and then the dormant one is getting more subs and I'm just like, "Oh, bro, what the fuck, man? Ah, shit. Fuck." All right, but one thing that I really hate? I hate when you pay $30 for a pay-per-view and they have ads. I don't give a fuck what Club Ibiza is. And I don't give a shit about this what looks like a golf commercial. I don't play golf. Ooh, wow, golf. Oh, did he just bop the? Yeah, I was looking away. It looked like an alligator got bopped with a golf ball. So how many of you are actually watching this along with me? Just quick question. I'm just curious. Put a one in the chat. One in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching along with me, if you're watching the dude with pants that are fucking on fire, like again, I don't give a shit about that. Like I don't care about Red Bull. I don't drink that shit. It's bad for you. Anyway, hey man, big fan of your Insta. I used one of your combos in my last Muay Thai club fight, and it easily won me some rounds. You think Sam could do Muay Thai? Yeah, I think you could do Muay Thai. And that's really good to hear. I'm really happy about that, dude. Thank you for giving it a try, and thank you for coming to me and saying the kind words. I really appreciate that. But yeah, Sam could do Muay Thai. Sam did Taekwondo for a while, right? And Taekwondo kicks are not the same as Muay Thai kicks. However, you are predisposed to being able to do Muay Thai kicks a lot easier if you have done Taekwondo because the movements are very similar. It just comes down to what the part of the body is, And I'm sure I don't have to explain that to you specifically. You do Muay Thai, but what was I going to say? Like for just anyone who happens to be here. Oh, there's a tail of the tape up. So Dean the Great, age 21, height 5'5", weight 133 pounds, 69-inch reach. Evil Hero, 29 years old, 5'5", 5 foot 5 inches, weight 139 pounds. His reach is 71 inches. So yeah, I don't know anything about either of these guys. I got to be real with you. I know there was a little bit of smoke at the weigh-in yesterday, and that just kind of is what it is. I don't know how much of that is real. Okay, so this is also a championship thing. But anyway, short answer, yes. I think Sam could do Muay Thai, he doesn't enjoy it as much as he enjoys boxing though, like I've had this conversation with him, not like, dude, you should do Muay Thai, bro. You should totally do Muay Thai. Not that, but just like he's told me like, yeah, I think that the amount of stuff that you can do with boxing just with your hands is more interesting than the stuff you can do with hands, hands, elbows, knees, shins, things like that, All right, so all right, yeah. I was just trying to make sure I knew exactly where we were. I thought Sam had a Muay Thai background. Yeah, he does. He does. He's done Muay Thai. He's done a bunch of different martial arts, more than I've done. Honestly, I've done Muay Thai, boxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, a little bit of Wing Chun, a little bit of Krav Maga. The Wing Chun and the Krav Maga was just for fun. All right, I'll say that. And I recently took up one of the better forms of karate as well. But like Sam has done like most of those, plus like kung fu, plus like some other types and things like that. And it's really interesting to me. So he's Gentlemen both look like they're in pretty good shape. They both look like they've been working hard. I don't see skinny abs. I don't see skinny muscle. Ah, fuck. I just bit my cheek. I don't see skinny muscles. I don't see perk 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 biceps, All right, so hit this and then we'll go. Oh. Yeah, he's coming with overhands. Oh, wow. All right. So, yeah, you see Dean the Great is not really moving his head very well, right? He's trying to pull trap, but other than that, he's not moving his head very well. And the thing about pull traps is that they have to be set up and timed perfectly. Like what happened right there, you saw Dean the Great went back and then he came with an overhand. That's what a pull trap is for those of you that don't understand. You wait for a punch to come in, you get just out of the way, and then you go for it. Now, that being said, Dean the Great he has a good strategy, because you can see that Evil Hero is really, really overextending on his punches. Like, oh, all right, okay, we're wrestling now. That was almost an underhook hip toss and then a single leg by Evil Hero. That was pretty cool. Ooh, all right. Yeah, he sparked him a little bit. That sometimes in boxing, in fact, a lot of times in boxing, dudes get hit when they're off balance and they fall over, and it's called a knockdown, but they're not really hurt. That one you could tell hurt him. He's throwing arm punches. You see? Oh. See, it's like I was saying, Dean the Great's strategy was actually really good, and it started working for him about not even actually, yeah, about halfway through the round, I was a little bit concerned at first because he wasn't moving his head unless he was pulling back. And you'd be surprised. It only takes one, but it seems to be working for him. Let's see if Evil Hero can regain his composure, which he seems like he is to a degree, but you can also see that he's very tentative, and that's not good. He's doing a good job of keeping the hands up. The last 3 to 4 punches by Dean the Great have not landed. They didn't land. So what Evil Hero has to do right now in order to win, right? Because Dean, in order to win, he just has to keep doing what he's doing, right? If Evil Hero wants to turn this around, he's going to have to turn it into a dogfight, all right? He's going to have to clinch. He's going to have to punch in the clinch. He's going to have to make that referee pry him off with a crowbar, all right? That was pretty well timed by both of them. That seemed more like it was just a race of who was going to get there first. Oh man, is that 3 knockdowns? 3? Oh wow, there's no 3 knockdown rule in effect. It looks like he's yeah, they're calling it. Yeah, it was that body shot. Like body shots, typically they don't break anything. Like your ribs can and will break, but typically you end up in a situation where it just hurts that much. If you've never been hit in the liver, I implore you, all right, to try not to, all right, because it is the worst. You would rather get knocked out than get hit in the liver. I promise you that. But congratulations to Dean the Great. That was a great performance. It was technical on his end. He had one strategy and it worked for him. There was no need for a plan B. I don't know if he had a plan B. Evil Hero, he did pretty good. When he landed those first couple of overhands, I honestly was a little bit afraid for Dean the Great. I was like, oh man, like this might not be as easy for him as I originally, or it might not be as easy for him as he originally thought and as I was wondering about, because I know that he has trained before. I don't know about Evil Hero, though. From what I understand, I guess Evil Hero, you can see right there, that's where the pull trap came into play. Evil Hero throws a big reaching cross. he ends up, Dean ends up pulling back, and then he counters with 1, 2, sometimes 3 punches. Very well done. Oh man, I didn't even see that when it first happened. Yo, I hope that dude's neck is all right. I hope he's not concussed. There's a distinct possibility he could have a concussion from that. Whew. All right. Well, up next, the man, the myth, the legend, the Candyman. I'm going to read some of these. It's going to be a minute. Dark Sider dude. I grew up doing TKD, Taekwondo. My dad has had a club for decades. It definitely gave me a huge advantage with Muay Thai. I learned much quicker. Yeah, like that's the thing. Like people shit on Taekwondo, but I find it to be very interesting. There's a guy on YouTube. You probably know about him. His name's Quan Kicker, right? Or the Quan Kicker or something like that. He's a Taekwondo guy who kind of took like a lot of Taekwondo stuff and put it into kickboxing and Muay Thai and things like that, right? And he said that the point of Taekwondo is supposed to be boxing with your feet. And that's something that really kind of like, it kind of changed my perception of Taekwondo, And I can really appreciate it. I really like the idea. And if I ever get the time, the energy, and if I ever find somebody who can teach me, I would love to do Taekwondo, even if it's just a little bit. Skulltown, did it start? Yes, it did. Any guess who you think will win this one? Well, I forget if I mentioned it earlier, but I really was not sure who was going to win this one, Sam's about to get a confirmed kill. Oh, man. Yeah, Hero was doing well at the start, but he lost it. Yeah. That's how it happens sometimes. I'm just reading through these, and if there's any of them that I feel like I should answer, I will. Do I know anything about the strategy Sam is going to use? So, yeah, I tried to make sure I worked a lot of strategy with him, and it could go out the window. It might not, though. And some of it was also like other people as well. It was Sam deciding what he felt good doing. I'm sure Jason Estrada and Sean Bay also helped out too. But round one, it's just testing out the weapons. All right. Letting Thompson come to him, keeping the jab going, right? Maybe land a cross, maybe an uppercut, maybe a hook of some kind, right? But don't go crazy. All right. Try and conserve energy. If he sees the opportunity to pounce, he's going to pounce. But if that opportunity does not present itself, he's not going to. All right. Round two is when he's really going to open up. That's when you're going to see. That's when you're going to see the candy falling out of Thompson. He's gonna beat him like a pinata. Round three is essentially just a continuation of round two, though. Since he's going to be tired, he's going to be pumping that jab a little bit more. Basically, it's being patient. Bottom line, that's his strategy summed up. And like I said, this is what I worked with him. Okay. I'm sure that's also what Sean Bay and Jason Estrada worked with him as well. I wouldn't be surprised, It's all up to him, though. All right. It's all up to him to keep with that strategy. Okay. And if Sam does win, when Sam does win, that's his victory. I can't take credit for that. I may have helped him out, but I'm not in there. He is, And if he does lose, that's still our boy. I don't think he's going to lose. In fact, I'm sure he's not going to lose. But I will say that before, is that if some weird freak event does happen to occur, maybe Thompson gets lucky, maybe he slips on some ice on the way to the ring, maybe some weird shit like that. That's still our boy. All right. And I don't give a fuck. He's better than Thompson 10 times out of 10. Knock on a little bit of wood there. Also, I'm gonna pray silently, all right, for a second. So if I just sit here like this, I didn't fall asleep. I apologize. I'm not gonna say it out loud. All right. I'm not gonna say it out loud. It's just something I do before my own fights, as well as fights of people that I really care about. Sorry, I'm just shooting a text real quick. Actually, no, I'm gonna wait till he. Oh, there he is. Oh man, he doesn't have a. He doesn't have the. Oh, you know what? Actually, we're gonna turn this up. We got to hear this.
Yes, sir. I'm so shy, man. I don't know what to do. What do I say? Listen, you don't have to say much. Cut this out. Cut this part out. Okay, we'll cut that part out. Now we're going again. Okay. Talk to me, Candyman, about your fight tonight. I got nothing to say now. I'm just gonna try to get it done quick. Quick, fast, and in a hurry tonight. I gotta walk through this dude, not blow my energy, not look like a fool in front of millions of people. We'll see. Now, you do know
I'm just listening to him right now. That's why I'm not really talking much,
Any weaknesses there you're going to take advantage of? The only weakness is if I blow my energy, which is easy for me to do.
You see, I don't know if you heard. I don't know who's watching along with me. He said the only weakness is if he blows his energy, and that is 110% true, Thompson might be tough. He might not be tough. But the thing is, getting hit by Sam is like getting hit by a truck. All right? I'll say that much.
I almost died.
All right.
Man, a few words there, Sam Hyde, but I'm telling you now, he's a great man. All
right. Again, my bad. Or not my bad. I apologize. I'm just going to pray. So.
Hey, this is what I'm most excited about. It's got a little bit of a WWE feel to it. Sam Hyde has become his own character, but according to those in the know, he can really crack. 37 years old, 6'5", weighing in at 261 pounds. He'll have a 5-inch reach advantage over Ian Thompson, who's much quieter, but does he walk softly and carry a big stick? We'll find out next as we go into the ring. And Haas.
All right. There's that.
Scheduled for 3-minute rounds in the heavyweight division. And now making his
Dutch took a bunch of martial arts for some reason. Some great judokas too. Yeah, the Dutch are like really good for some reason. But anyway, did it show the tail of the tape, or was I praying for that? Was I praying for the tail of the tape?
Well, True Jordy, this man, all smiles this week, didn't get caught up in the Sam Hyde, whatever you would call it, that he was doing.
I like those gloves. I want those gloves.
Honestly, I'm not sure, because he has the demeanor of a very, although a jack guy, a school teacher. He seems like he's just such a nice guy.
So is that an Australia? Oh yeah, that's an Australian flag. I was going to say it looked kind of like a British flag, and I know the Australian flag has the British flag inside it, but it looked like just a straight up Union Jack, and I was like, did he do that as like a fuck you, You see? Yeah, but one glass of alcohol per day is not good for you when you're training. It's not good for you. You don't want to touch alcohol. I don't even believe in weed when I'm training. And I don't smoke weed in general, but like I used to smoke a lot of it, a ton of it, even while I was training. And I noticed like this kind of does take away. But here he is.
This should be entertaining.
All right. The nerves are gone, but I'm still a little bit antsy,
Compared to the last few days when he said, I'm dripping like a dolphin. Look at how big Sam Hyde is. So many people in this
there he is.
Tried to hold him back. He has a strong fan base.
You can see he's ready. This isn't a joke to him. He's going in there to hurt somebody,
Wow.
Who is he? The Big Show? Impressive.
Just steps over the top row. No effort.
Yeah, there's Sean Bay right there.
Do not want to accidentally drink his drink at a bar type thing.
I'm going to take a quick picture.
what I have to say about both of these men, despite the big men, and as a big man myself, they're in shape. Like, there's very little body fat. Like, you would see similar physiques.
I'm taking pictures of this too.
So, while I'm not expecting this to go the distance and them to show amazing stamina, they've really done themselves proud by getting into this sort of shit.
All right.
With big guys like this.
He's ready. He's gonna be all right. He's calm is the thing. He's not fired up, but he's not scared. He's just experiencing the moment, right? And that's what happens when you fight. You don't have thoughts. You don't think about stuff. You just kind of do things automatically. You're on autopilot, you know? You're just there and you're experiencing everything, right?
Ken Curtis, Sheamus Dunn, Gareth Morris, and the third man inside the ring in charge of the action, Jack Goodwin. And now, ladies and gentlemen,
I want to get up and hop, but I'm not going to do that, you know?
He's wearing the green and gold. His official weight of 255 pounds. And tonight, he is making his debut, fighting out of Los Angeles, California, originally from Perth, Australia, James the Bushman!
Oi, cunt. The Bushman. The Bushman. I can do a good Australian accent from time to time, but there's certain words that I just can't get, you know. The Bushman. That's pretty great. South Boston, Rhode Island, USA. That is fantastic. I'm so glad they're playing along with the character. They definitely didn't like it. They didn't know what to think of it at first, but they've accepted him, which is great. All right. So they're doing the stare down. Look at the size difference between them, right?
Don't blink on this one. Both these guys are so big and such heavy hitters. A clean shot, and it could be lights out. The bigger they are,
all right, Sammy, come on, man. You fucking got this shit. Easy work, easy work, easy work. I got to remember that I'm trying to commentate this. All right, so. Yeah, oh, nice, nice. There it is. Left, right. That's something that he was specifically trying to work, was left, right, and then crowd, right? You'll see oh, no. You shouldn't be going for that right now, Sam. Still, though. So Thompson's throwing all arm punches, right? He's throwing all arm punches, and he's basically doing exactly what we all thought he was going to be doing. Oh, yeah. He's in the zone now. He's fucking flowing. There we go. There we go. Oh, man. He's hunting for that headshot, though. He's got to be careful, you know? Because Thompson is moving him. He is moving his head, which is good, you know. What he should be doing is going to the body with that big shot. You know, that's what he should be doing. He will hurt Thompson bad if he goes to the body with that punch. Nice jab. Nice, good. So he's so much bigger that he's got really good range with his jab, and Thompson is not getting the full range with his right hand. Nice. There we go. Nice. See, that was an opening that I would have taken myself. You know, that's good. He's not burning energy pointlessly, which is good. Nice. He hurt him with that. He hurt him. Nice. He's hurting him with that jab too. That's not just like, that's adding up over time. And one thing I will say that Thompson's doing good is he's trying to move out of the way of the jab and counter it with an overhand right. That is a smart move. You know, good on Thompson for being able to do that. That's also, unfortunately, something that I specifically was trying to make sure I worked with Sam. And again, I'm sure Sean Bay and Jason Estrada were doing that too. I don't want to take all the credit for how good or bad Sam does. At the end of the day, it was a team effort, And Sam deserves the most credit if he ends up winning.
I think one of them is going to gust to the point of.
Oh yeah, you can see Thompson's getting tired. You can see it in his eyes. He's starting to wonder what he's doing. Nice.
Hey, and this may come down to the judges, and I think Ian Thompson could win this round.
Bushman is definitely fighting down on that drum.
Nice. There we go.
Good round.
All right. Here we go.
People who come to cricket stay
So-
in cricket.
This lasted longer than the last fight. All right. So the game plan is working right now. He's definitely tired. So is Thompson, though. And Thompson's more tired. All right. Now, the question is who wants it more? All right. Now, what's good is that Sam is using his jab and he's connecting with his jab, which, I mean, I just said it was very good. He's got to keep pumping that jab out. Okay. There we go. There's one. Good. There's another. Good. Now, what I would like to see a little bit more of from Sam is ring control. I would like to see him put Thompson in a corner and not let him out. But other than that, he's doing really good. You know, those arm punches, they're annoying, but they're not really hurting him. They're not really hurting him. Unlike the jab, which it's adding up with Thompson. You can see every time he gets hit with the jab, he doesn't like it.
Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit like one more.
Oh yeah, you can see Sam's got his second win. Thompson doesn't. Second wind, not win. I apologize.
Strategy from Thompson.
Sam needs to keep digging that jab.
Nice. You see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Sam hits him with the jab. You see the head snap back, and you see his eyes change. He doesn't like it. Now, Thompson is going to the body. The reason for this is because it's comfortable for him. It's hard to throw a straight right hand. It feels very uncomfortable when you're not used to it. Because of the way, there we go, crowding them good. Because of the way you have to turn, you feel vulnerable, right? One thing I will say, you see, he went to the body with that hook. That's good. He's making a read and he's learning. But Thompson's going to the body with his cross as well. That's because it's a comfort thing. He feels comfortable doing that. He's afraid to actually throw it to the head. Now, one thing that he could do, not that I want him to, is he could keep going to the body and then go down like he's going to go to the body and then come up to the head. And that would catch Sam. But like I said, I don't want him to do that. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
I think that was true.
Yeah, you can see it's just draining on Thompson. Now, Sam, he's definitely tired. Nice. Keep that jab going. There we go. He keeps. I'm not saying to take a point. I'm just saying give him a legit warning. Yeah, you see, you're giving Sam a legit warning about the tie plum, but you're not warning Thompson about hitting him in the back of the head. And I guess it's partially because it's kind of sort of incidental. It's not like he's actually meaning to do it. I guess you could say that, but it's like he's done that a lot more than Sam has gotten the head. There we go. Nice. There it is. Got a minute. Oh yeah. There we go. Oh yeah. Like I said, they're both tired, but you can see that Thompson is more tired. Nice. There it is. Oh yeah. Nice. Just keep touching him. With that jab. You don't even need anything else. Oh, that was dirty. that was dirty. He wasn't supposed to do that. Oh man. See, here's the thing you need to understand about boxing. Nobody listens to the referee. Nobody cares what the referee says. The only time they care is when they take away a point, and it is so rare for a referee to take away a point for anything less than like a flagrant nut shot or like a takedown or something like that. But even then, a takedown would be a disqualification. So another great round from Sam. If I was Sean Bay right now, I'd be telling him, look, I don't give a fuck how tired you are. He is 10 times more tired than you are. You can go for 3 minutes. He cannot go for 3 minutes, all right? You keep that jab pumping. It's going to drain him. You might knock him out with a jab. Fucking get that shit going. Do not stop it. Keep your hands up. Play it safe because you are ahead on the scorecards. There's no fucking way you're not ahead on the scorecards. So keep that shit up. Don't take any chances. If you see he's hurt bad, if you see he's tired, his hands are down, you see it in his eyes, he's just not there anymore, go for the kill. But until then, patience. Be patient. And we're going to see. Also, it wouldn't surprise me if Thompson decided he was going to try and pull something out. I'm not even saying anything weird. I'm just saying, like, he's going to really go for it hard. Dude, that ref, you see, that's what I'm saying. Sam did it again, and the ref didn't do anything. He didn't even mention anything. You see, and this is what I was talking about. Thompson, he's out of gas completely and totally, and because of this, he's just throwing wild. He's windmilling. By the way, not to distract from this, but subscribe to Scott Sullivan MMA on YouTube, please and thank you. Yeah, body shots hurt way more when they're actually being dug. Oh, he's got him. Oh man, standing 8. Oh man. Yo, that's a knockdown. It's going to be a 10-8 round unless he ends up getting the knockout. Oh, there it is. Oh no. Oh man. No, yeah, call it. Either. There we go. That's it. Oh no, call that. Honestly, I'd probably call it. I'd make. Yeah. Whether he was just tired or if he was legitimately wobbly, like he was hurt, right? Regardless, like that's not a good spot to be in, and that was a smart call from the ref calling that, you know. Dude, I'm not showing a ton of emotion right now, man. Like I'm really not the type of dude who goes, yeah, you know, that's not who I am. But like, dude, it feels so good to see that, man. Hell yeah, Sam, fucking great job, bro, for real. You fucking deserved every minute of that, dude. Hell yeah. Oh man, that's fantastic, dude. And you know what? Great job, Thompson. That was a great fight, dude. That was a really great fight. You know, no shame in that at all. He fought hard. He fought really good. You know. Oh man, I want to get a picture of him getting his hand raised. Hey, there we go. I want to get pictures. Oh, there we go. Which is like really dumb because it's pictures of a TV screen at a weird angle. But yeah, anyway.
I think he did himself a little bit of a disservice, made it a bit harder than it needed to be. If
there we go.
The
oh man.
This probably would have been over sooner.
Bang, right down the middle. That was fantastic. That was beautiful. That couldn't have been executed any better. That cross down the middle.
True. And it's a learning experience, you know.
There we go. All right, I think I got enough pictures. I'm sure I could take screenshots of the replay. I guarantee you it's going to be up on YouTube in like 2 minutes anyway. You know, that's how these things go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 1 minute and 28 seconds for round number 3. Referee Jack Goodwin holds a stop to the contest as the red corner was in no position to continue. Therefore, your winner, the Candyman, Sam Hyde!
Oh, no, that's fine. I thought I had time to shill my shit. That's why I was typing. But anyway. Dude, fucking, that is great, bro. That is so great, dude. Hell yeah.
Your winner, Sam Hyde. Hard work, you did well, mate.
Oh, Hyde, honey. It was quite a hard job, but I'm used to working in the candy factory with the old man. Of course, that was before he was killed in an accident.
I don't know if you guys can hear this or not. I'll turn it up. You know that?
Not only that, well, I'd like to say thank you to KSR fans, Misfits, Boxing, Team Star, Yusuf, picking me out of the dustbin of unused toys. Jet, Joey, Julian, Chris, Max, Miles, Concept, Brain Dead, all back home. And my coaching lads, Jason Estrada, have you heard of him? The last Irishman, Jason Estrada. In Providence, Big Six Boxing.
Jason Estrada is black Hispanic.
The Irish Leprechaun.
The Candyman wants to thank Jason Estrada, Rowan Estrada, Big Six Boxing.
He's the translator. He's my translator.
You got anyone you want to call out in the heavyweight division?
Oh,
you
man.
You know it, lad. You know that Hassan Piker. I'm coming to kill you. In Los Angeles, at your house. No, in real life. I'm going to stalk him because I'm obsessed with him. He wears makeup and his dresses. He was acting as a coach, like the ancient Irish did.
Oh, fuck, dude.
That's your winner, Sam.
Oh, fuck. Oh, bro, that was fucking amazing, dude. That was fantastic. Oh, man.
Sam Hyde's a comedian.
Oh, dude.
He's just cracking jokes out there.
He's just cracking jokes. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, man. Yeah, he's been calling out the titty streamer, Hassan Piker.
Only heavyweight bout of the night. It was a rough and tumble affair. Both men pretty much ran out of gas, and then it seemed.
Oh, shit, dude. That was fantastic. All right, so
it was all over.
that was our guy. All right. I'm gonna leave it up to everybody. All right. I don't know if I'm gonna do the whole card. All right, but I will hang out for a little bit longer. All right. If you guys want me to hang out a little bit longer, I don't know, put one in the chat or something like that. Oh, excuse me. Either that, or if I see a bunch of fucking people like leave, I'll just kind of know, you know.
So he gets the win.
Oh, man.
That's really all that matters as we look into our fight.
That's fantastic, dude. That it, like I'm just so happy about that, dude.
Every fight so far has ended in knockout. The first fight, round 2.
Sorry, I'm just checking my phone real quick. I haven't checked it in a bit. All right, so Salt Poppy versus Andy Worski. Andy Worski. All right, Andy Worski right away. I can say that much. You know, it I mean, look, I've seen a little bit of Salt Poppy. He's actually got some real skills, you know. I'm not saying he's the greatest ever. I've seen him against people who can't fight, and he looks pretty damn good. Andy Worski can't fight. I'm sorry to say. You know, it's a very similar thing to Thompson. I already forgot his name. You know, I am Thompson. And you know, it just kind of is what it is. I don't see how Worski could win. Sorry, again, I'm checking my phone. I'm trying to like get some shit together right now. You want to see Fusi get put on the ground? I don't know. I mean, could be either. You know, Fusi's been taking it very serious from what it seems, which is good. There's a potential that he might have what it takes to beat Deji, you know? And I don't care who's got what record, you know? I think Deji's like 0-3 or something like that. That's fine. You know, it doesn't matter. You know, what matters is who is going to show up and who is going to be better on the day. You know, that's really what it is at the end of the day.
Doing the weights and building muscle, it's about skill and technique and fitness.
Sorry, I'm checking out these pictures.
Do you think they'll do it again?
I don't know. I mean, it's, you know, it was kind of close until the third round, and then it was just
there we go.
The man who had more gas than tank was able to
dude, it's just insane, you know.
Ian Thompson was that hurt. It was just
like I'm still trying to process it. You know, I'm still trying to process it. That's why I'm not speaking a word a minute right now. You know, because I'm just like, wow, that really happened. That really fucking happened. All right. You know what I'll do? I'm gonna make a post on my Instagram real quick.
It certainly is. Remember, you can get involved in the conversation and get all the best content from the zone on all the social media platforms. Make sure to check it out.
And it's hard to grasp the buzz about this fight. Some incredible names here already. Joella is caught up with chunks.
Oh, shit.
That is right. I'm here. I told you lot I'd be back, and of course I'm with the one, the only, the man we all know and love, Chance. Jeez, it took us long enough to get here because everyone was just trying to.
Where's the music thing? There it is. All right, I'm gonna read some of the chat. All right, because I know people are leaving partially because I'm sitting here on my phone like an asshole. I apologize for that, but like I said, like I've been a part of this like since basically day one, since before he knew that he was actually going to be fighting, you know, so it's like really good to see. Anyway, Sam's jab is going hard. Oh yeah, like when you're that big, you know, when you're that big, your jab feels like a cross. All right, you don't need a ton of force behind your jab when you're that big, you know. Oh, excuse me. And because of this, all he had to do was just keep touching him up. That's all. Just touch, you know, and that's it. You know, so that's really good, you know.
Quicker than any man's vanished before. All right, the fighters are in the ring for our next bout. Let's head over once again to our main man, Mr.
All right, Hyde, thank you.
Sam Hyde is the king of comedy in the ring. Douglas MacArthur asked who got knocked down. And there's something in boxing called a standing 8 count, okay? Hold on. I just realized I should probably shut this off. There's also tail of the tape, but Salt Poppy, 28, 5'10", 180 pounds, 73-inch reach. I have no idea what Andy Worski's was. I missed it. So we're just going to – Andy Worski is 4'9". He weighs 99 pounds. He has a 2-inch reach. 2-inch reach. And he is 43 years old. All right, we got it. We made it up. Shoot. Oh yeah, but in boxing, there's something known as a standing 8 count. Okay, and what a standing 8 count is essentially if the referee feels that you are in danger, that you are concussed to some degree, he calls a stop to the action and he counts to 8. Okay, at the end of 8, he's going to give you the opportunity to keep going, assuming you have shown that you are okay. So if you're not wobbling, if you know what day of the week it is, if you're not like, hey, mom, what are you doing here? Hey, you came to watch? If you're not loopy and things like that, right? And if you are loopy, oh, he's doing the grave digger, bro. Really? He's doing the grave digger. Anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, but that's what that was. Was it both times? I'm already forgetting if Thompson hit the ground or not. I don't think he hit the ground. I think it was a standing 8 count twice, right? All right, but I'm going to go ahead and it's weird. It looked like Andy Worski was taller, and then it looked like Salt Poppy was taller. But I think Andy's like a ½ inch taller. All right. So, Worski. Yeah, you see, Salt Poppy just looks immediately so much more relaxed. He's got a flow, you know. He's got a nice jab. Oh man. Oh man. Nah, they'll call that. I guarantee you they'll call that. That was a beautiful. That was a beautiful punch, dude. If that is okay, there's your KO of the night, ladies and gentlemen. There's your KO of the night. There it is. That was too good. That was fantastic, dude. Props to Salt Poppy. All right. I wish we got a little bit more. All right. I do wish we got a little bit more, but you know, it is what it is. Wow. You know, KO of the night. Bottom line. You know, you're gonna see it. Hold on, I'm just doing my thing. So sorry, I'm trying to what happened? Oh, okay. So Hassan Piker versus Sam Hyde, who wins in a reverse soccer karate match? I don't know. I mean, probably Sam. You know, he what's it called? You know, I don't think Hassan has ever moved a day in his life. I don't think Hassan has ever played sports. I don't think he's an athletic dude. You know, he looks big and awkward, not like the good kind of big. He looks like before he put on some weight, he was like the skinny, gangly kid from your high school that was freakishly tall. You know, that's what he looks like. And I don't even know how tall Hassan Piker is. You know, I don't even know how tall he is. You know, but I guess we'll have to see. But this replay, though, bang, 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 nice. That's called killer instinct. He hit him once. He saw that he was hurt and wobbling, but he wasn't down. So he immediately lays it on again. And that, oh, yeah. Worski was out. Worski lost consciousness. You can see it in his eyes. Look, bang. He's out. He's not awake. And that's what happens a lot of the time is dudes get hit and then they hit the canvas and they wake back up. And that's why you'll see dudes who they fall like that in MMA specifically, but then they like keep fighting. It's because it's a flash knockout. And sometimes what you'll see is the ref picks up on it. They're like, that man's unconscious. I better stop this before he dies. And you know, the guy who got knocked out tends to get upset, but it's like, nah, dude, you were knocked out, bro. Like if the ref doesn't catch it, then it's like, all right, you know what? You got nothing else you can do besides just you know, keep fighting. You know, either that or you could just give up and tap out. But in boxing, you know, or if the ref just sees it, you know, they're gonna call it, and you really can't get upset about that. I'm just looking around right now. Sam bopped him after the first standing count. 180 and 5 at 5'10" and looks like that. Yeah, like 5'10", 180 pounds. Like I'd like Salt Poppy would be interesting, you know, because I'm 225 pounds and I'm cutting down into the 180 pound range. So like, if I like, let's say tomorrow I blew up on YouTube, right? Not gonna happen, but in a perfect world, let's say it happened, right? And they were like, hey, you should do YouTube boxing. I think Salt Poppy's the guy, and I do think I could beat him, you know. But like the reason why I say I think he'd be the guy is because I wouldn't feel right if I was to box all these other YouTubers, you know. Like, I like FaZe Sensei, but one thing I don't like is that when he's fought on the YouTube boxing stuff, he hasn't fought anybody who actually has any like real talent or skill, at least not yet. I'm willing to give the dude that he's fighting today the opportunity to prove that he is actually a worthy opponent for FaZe Sensei, but we'll see, you know. I'm going to be rooting for Sensei because, like I said, we come from the same area, you know, and he genuinely just seems like he's a nice guy, you know. But that is one disappointing thing about it. Oh, man. Oh, shoot. It's Deji versus Fusi next. Oh, no. It's FaZe Sensei versus King Kenny. All right. So we're going to keep an eye on things. All right. We're going to keep an eye on things. You know, we're going to do our thing. If everybody just ends up like dipping the fuck out, then all right, you know?
As well, Chris. I mean, you know, KSI looked very, very good against Swarms. I think Dean and Drake looked very good as well. But we're seeing Sort Happy here doing moonwalks.
Piker and Hassan have tall hair. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's one of those dudes. He wears his like he wears his hair like those annoying bitches wear their hair, you know? Like, you know, the girls who wear like their ponytails like practically on top of their head and like it goes up and then down. Like, I've never really been a fan of that look too much. It looks good on some women, you know, but it's like seeing a dude do that is like, yo, what are you doing, bro? Wait, why? You know, painting your nails, like, why, dude? Like you don't got to do that. And I know you don't do it because you want to. You do it because you're trying to get your buzz up. You're trying to get the Zoomer girls who are mostly underage to simp for you. Like that's gross, bro. You know, that's one of the reasons I don't like Hassan Piker. And that's one of the reasons I reached out to Sam Hyde, because when I reached out to Sam Hyde and was like, yo, I want to help you, I was under the impression that he was going to fight Hassan Piker. And I was like, yo, if I can't punch that absolute weirdo in the head myself, I can do it vicariously through one of my favorite comedians. That works for me. And that didn't end up panning out. But luckily, it just worked out between me and Sam, where he likes me, I like him, and we do good work together, you know? Real dirty boxing is kind of, I don't know if I want to say that word given how YouTube is today. So if Sam Hyde can commit to the clinch and gentle kisses, he can get under Piker's shell. Exactly. Gentle kisses to the cheeks, the head, and potentially to the neck area as well. Did Sam already fight for no by Turd Ferguson? Yeah, he did. He won. He won by KO in the third round. Thank you, Emmanuel Jenkins. I appreciate you being here. Chiquita banana without the fruit. I would assume you're talking about Sam Hyde. I only painted my nails and put my hair up in an effort to show solidarity with liberalism and my love of flags. Exactly. Oh, man. Hold on. Sorry, I know I'm like doing like something stupid. I'm literally just looking at my phone right now, but like I'm trying to
Now, look, there's going to be some people that say, well, what does this mean for Hasim Ratman Jr.'s boxing career, right? I mean, is that almost put on hold in terms of your search for big fights as a pro boxer, or you kind of just merging the two?
The more people...
All right. I was just sending some messages real quick. Did you box Sam too? Did you box Luis Gomez? Yeah, you know that video of him and Lewis boxing, right? I was behind the camera. I was the one filming it, you know? There's even a point where the camera kind of does that, like the camera kind of does that. And that's because one of my water bottles fell off like where it was sitting onto the ground. And I was like, oh shit, I better pick that up quick. I don't want them tripping over that. So like, that was literally me reaching down to grab my water bottle. Luis Gomez has hands, dude. Like he does, you know, and it makes sense because he's training with like Michael Bisping and stuff like that from when he had that podcast with him, and he's around other UFC caliber guys. But like, it's not just a natural talent thing. It's that he's very technical, you know? Oh, excuse me. His hands are here. He's throwing jab, cross, you know, hook, right? There's no fat. There's no extraneous movement. There's no overreaching. There's no tentativeness. Everything he throws is what he needs to throw right in that moment. And it was really cool getting to spar with him, you know, not just because, you know, that's Luis Gomez, you know, who I didn't even recognize him at first. I saw the guy and I was like, who the fuck is this guy? I know this dude from somewhere. And then he was like, yeah, I'm Luis Gomez. I used to have a podcast with Michael Bisping. And I was like, what? But yeah, like it was really cool sparring with him because for one thing, it's cool to meet someone like that. But also like, I did not expect him to be as good as he was, you know? The Puerto Rican rattlesnake, yes. How did that even get set up? I guess Lewis just hit up Sam on Twitter or Instagram or something like that because he happened to be in the area and he was like, fuck it, I'll get some sparring with Sam Hyde. I didn't even know he was going to be there. I was late that day. It was such like it was the traffic, but like I was late that day by like 20 minutes. I felt like such an asshole. And then I pull into the parking lot, and I pull around to the parking lot. Who the hell is this dude? All right, kid. But anyway, I pull around to the parking lot, and then I see him chilling there with another dude, and I'm like, oh, bro, I'm keeping him and somebody I don't even know waiting, bro. That's fucked up of me, dude. Fuck. But anyway, all right, so no one would ever fight him. I mean, again, I'd fight Face Sensei. You know, I'm not even saying I'd win. Like, I'd fight him though, because why not? You know, and I mean, it's real easy for me to say this because I have everything to gain. You know, like YouTube boxing has its own little ecosystem, right? So if I was to enter into YouTube boxing, if I was deemed worthy of that, I guess, and I was to fight Face Sensei and give him a really, really good fight, then that would be nothing but beneficial for me. So it's really, really easy for me to say, yeah, I'd fight him, you know? But like, there's got to be dudes like Shane Faison. How much does Shane Faison weigh, right? If Shane Faison is the same height and weight as Face Sensei, there's no reason why he couldn't have done that. And for those of you that don't know, Shane Faison is the Fight Tips guy, Shane from Fight Tips, you know? Well, yeah. Who is this guy? Fox T Egg? Fox the G? You know, this kid's really going for it. I'll give him that, you know, Mr. Ring Announcer. That's good for him. All right, but I forget if I actually got this point out. Yeah, my prediction is going to be win for Face Sensei. You know, I think that's the safe choice. Oh man, I'm gonna stand up real quick. Oh fuck. Oh man. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah. Oh fuck. All right. I don't know if they did the tail of the tape yet, but we're just gonna, you know, we're gonna chill here. We're gonna play the quiet game. All right. We're gonna play the quiet game. Christian Westergaard, thanks for covering Sam's fight. Dope hearing your perspective. Thank you. You know, thank you very much, man. I was really you know, I was really happy to just be involved with this, and I'm happy to do streams like this. You know, I used to stream a lot, and I miss it. You know, I miss it a lot. What would you qualify Hyde's TKO blow as? Are you asking me which punch specifically did it, or are you asking if I would qualify like what happened as a TKO or a KO? Oh, you said yeah. I would assume that. You know, I'd have to watch it again because like I'm commentating everything, so like. You know, it's not like I'm in there doing it myself, but like I have to like I don't have time to really like watch, you know. I literally have to see something and then call it out and then get ready to call out the next thing. I would assume it was a straight of some kind though. There weren't really many hooks that Sam threw that landed, you know. So yeah, there's that, you know. It was like a straight wall moving forward. Yeah, I mean, one of the things that will sometimes be done, I don't know if he was switching stances or not, but there's a potential that he started off righty, and when he threw, he stepped through so that it essentially became a jab, but with the entirety of his body weight moving forward behind it, right? So it's basically like a cross that ends up being a jab. The power of a cross with, I guess, to a degree, the speed, sort of a jab. All right. Oh, man. Hey there, Massachusetts. Massholes, bro. I can't, dude. My voice is like hoarse. It's like hard for me to even do a Boston accent right now. Hey, kid. Gonna fuck him up, kid. He's a cocksucker. Oh. All right. Stream's starting to thin out. I'm not going to dip out right away. I'll probably do this fight, and then depending on what's going on, I'll just call it quits. I'm especially excited for this fight. This is the other fight that I was really excited for, other than Salt Poppy versus Worski. But when I say I was excited for this fight, I was excited because I think it's going to be really cool. Because FaZe Sensei is very, very, very technical. He's very good at being where he needs to be and throw what he needs to throw. So that's really cool. Who do I think will win this one? FaZe Sensei, definitely.
Two most skilled fighters in the fight games here tonight.
So apparently he's very skilled, King Kenny, but I don't know anything about him. I do think FaZe Sensei will be able to pull it out. Oh, okay. So right away, King Kenny is showing a degree of coordination and speed. He's using his jab kind of in the way that like a fencer uses their. Oh, there it is. What? Why? Why'd you do that? What was that for? You didn't need to do that. Why? That was. I'm not gonna lie. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that standing 8 count. I don't really like that. Yeah, he got rocked, but he was still intelligently defending himself, and he was moving out of the way. He wasn't stumbling. There was nothing wrong with him. He's fine. He just got rocked a little bit. Look. Refs are extremely necessary, and like I have the utmost respect for referees, but if there's one thing I hate, it's when there's a referee that's a little bit too quick to call standing 8s or stop a fight. So FaZe Sensei, he's moving his head off the center line, right? So he's moving this way and that way, and he's throwing overhands. And I think the reason he's doing this is because you can see King Kenny is being very reliant on his jab. So what he's trying to do is he's trying to get either around or he's trying to get underneath the jab. And it's working so far. Ooh, no, that was a slip. Do not call that a knockdown. If you called that a knockdown, I would have jumped through the TV. It would have been a 4-way fight. All right. So one thing FaZe Sensei is doing very well as well is he's darting in with his right hand straight up the middle. And it's because King Kenny is holding his jab so low, or his jab hand, his left hand so low. He needs to either keep it up or he's got to use a lot more head movement than he's using. He's got to pick up on that, and he's got to start using pull traps, much like Dean the Great did. Kind of feeling each other out right now. Sensei started off strong, which is good, but you don't want to go out there and try and kill him right away. It's all right to throw one right down the middle, maybe 2, maybe even 3. But after that, if he's not down, you want to make sure that he's you want to make sure that you're not going to get tired. All right. So King Kenny seems a little bit coy. I think it's because he respects Sensei's power. He's starting to make a read, I think, but I don't think he has it completely. And when I say a read, what I basically mean is he's figuring it out. So that was a really good round, specifically for Sensei. I underestimated King Kenny a little bit. I'm not going to lie. I didn't expect him to go out there looking like that, even if he didn't end up winning the round. Props to him. But do you think these less experienced fighters would be better served by inboxing since their opponents probably don't have smashes or uppercuts? Yeah, I think so. Because if you're not technical, you have to turn it into a dogfight. right? And that's what we did with Harley, right? That's what Sam did with Harley specifically. I don't want to take too much credit for helping out Harley. I was there for one day, as I said, right? But like when I went down there, what I saw from Sam and what you can see from Sam in the video, and also when I did open my mouth, right, to give him advice, it was essentially, look, use your jab and turn it into a dogfight. Clinch, release the clinch, throw an uppercut and a hook, things like that. All right, so round two, they're both definitely, they're higher energy. They probably feel a little bit more confident, you know. Sometimes you just need to get out of that first round. Oh, nice. That was good. That looked like a jab combined with a hook from King Kenny. And I don't know if it landed or not, but it was very well timed regardless. So what King Kenny's got to start doing is using feints, all right, or faking, right? And he did one a second ago, but he's not doing too many of them. See, there's another one. He's just testing what Sensei is going to do. Ooh, nice. Nice. Good infighting. You see, like, that's what the inexperienced fighters should be doing. They should be clinching, throwing punches in the clinch, trying to score, make the referee pry them apart, and then do it all again. You know, try and catch them on the way in, but when it doesn't work, get right into the clinch. So what Sensei has to be careful of is when he darts in, he could potentially get caught. And there's a potential that that's what Kenny is trying to line up right now.
He is a lovely guy, despite being a classic martial artist, and sometimes we say that can hinder you in there.
Kenny needs to be a little bit more active. I'm not going to lie, you know. He's going to lose this round just off of the timidity, you know. Sensei may not be landing a lot, but he's moving more and he's trying to land more. Yeah, he is controlling the center of the ring, but he's not actually throwing anything when he's got control of the center, you know. What he should try to do, and I'm talking about Kenny right now, what Kenny should try to do is cut the ring off and keep jabbing, right? Just keep jabbing to cut the ring off and try and put Sensei into a corner and then work from the corner, right? Because Sensei, he's just moving forward, you know? And when you're in the corner, moving forward it's kind of hard to do, you know? You can't do it on your own terms. You can't keep readjusting until you get to the point where you feel comfortable, because that's what Sensei is doing. He's moving around on the outside, waiting for an opportunity, and then he's bolting in. When you put someone who likes to fight like that in a corner, it's a little bit harder because then you dictate the distance and they may not be comfortable with moving in. All right. Oh, nice. Good. So not the most exciting round, I will say that much. It just kind of is what it is. I'll read some of the chats right now. Oh, shoot. Oh, okay. Yeah, we don't have any new chats. Yeah, you see his corner's getting on his ass because he knows that's exactly what he needs, you know. He's the way I see it, right? I could be wrong, right? He's down 2 rounds, talking about King Kenny. King Kenny is down 2 rounds. The first one is a definite. The second one, most likely. I would be very surprised if he was not, you know. So he's got to get on his horse, and he's got to hope that if he doesn't knock Sensei out, that he's going to end up either A, pulling a draw, because it'll be 2 rounds to 2, or he's got to what's he got to do? He's got to hope that they gave him the second round. And I'm going to go ahead and stand up again, just because, you know, I got to stretch my legs. It's not good to sit in one spot all the time. All right. You guys like my shirt? Oh, nice. Yep. Oh yeah, he's going in for the kill now. He's going in for the kill. Nice. It's that right hook. You know, that right hook overhand, you know? Do you know about Dan Quinn? Nah, I don't know who that is. Who is it though? So yeah, Kenny, I don't know if he was legitimately hurt by that, you know, but he's definitely recovered. So there's that. But it's like I said, like regardless of whether he's hurt or not, he's losing on the scorecards. There's after that, if he doesn't do something big, there's like just keep on touching him with the jab. There's no way he's going to win that round. You know, ring generalship doesn't mean anything when you're getting your ass beat. You know. And ring generalship is how well you're controlling the ring. Are you putting him in the corner or is he putting you in the corner? You know?
Martial arts at the age of 13 is a multiple degree black belt.
So not to knock FaZe Sensei. He's such a nice dude from what it seems. And I'm really like, I'm a fan of his, but like, it's not that impressive when somebody's a black belt at 13 because chances are it's a martial art that's really not that good, you know? Like it's like some weird form of karate, you know? All right, Kenny is starting to throw his jab in the third round with less than a minute left. That's good. If King Kenny loses this fight, it's going to be because he just didn't show up, you know? He didn't show up. He was there, but his mental was at home. Instead of actually going out there to really try and win, instead of keeping that jab going, you know, because from what it looks, he's got really long arms compared to FaZe Sensei. You know, he might even be a little bit taller. So if he just keeps throwing jab, just single, double, triple jab, right? Keeping that hand up, you know, making FaZe Sensei go underneath and timing uppercuts. What's it called? Framing off the head, you know, literally like stiff arming him in the head. He'd be winning, you know, but he's not doing anything. And because of that, by my estimation, there's no way for him to win without getting a knockout now. If I was his corner, I'd be pouring the water on his head. Like, yo, wake the fuck up. What are you doing? You know? Nice. That was good. That was a really good exchange. You see, he came with a right hook around his jab, which is what Thompson was trying to do earlier. That's what Thompson was trying to do to Sam, and it just did not work. All right, last round. Yeah, I'll probably call it after this. I've been streaming for 2 hours, you know. Like I'd love to do commentary for Deji and Fusi and things like that. But one thing I'm also considering doing, if I can get away with it, if I'm able to, is breaking down the fights. All right. I'm gonna be working on that today and or tomorrow. If not, then I'm going to have another video, which I do have another video planned that I'm probably going to do. Yeah, I mean, we'll see about that. But if I'm able to get away with it, if I don't get called for fucking copyright, even though it's not copyright infringement of any kind, then in that case, I'll be doing not one of, but like some of, and if not all of the fights. Okay. One by one, we'll see how everything goes. Hold on. I'm gonna read the new comments before I head out. I don't, excuse me. I want to make sure I don't miss anything here. I will get to your comments. Don't worry. All right. Yeah, Kenny's got to go for it. He's got to ditch the straight boxer act, and he's just got to get in there. He's got to get dirty. You know, the fight, the last round is more than halfway over. He's got to stop trying to be a pure boxer, and he's just got to go for it. You know, I'm sure he's got some power. You know, he's got speed too. Like you got to use that speed. And that's probably why he's been so tentative, is because he got caught early by what I'm pretty sure was a right hook. And he knows that if he leaves his jab out there too long, Sensei is going to pick up on that, and he's going to come and he's going to hurt him. You know, I have a feeling that's why he's being so tentative, which I can understand. You know, nobody wants to be in a fight that they don't have their main weapon. Nobody likes that, you know, but you got to be able to get out of there, you know.
Imagine if Kenny did land a big shot, this crowd would go berserk.
All right.
Don't know if he's got the energy right now. I've just seen him throw that jab, and it looked a bit lazy.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely not as fresh as he was in round one, you know, but his conditioning isn't failing him, you know. He's still got a little bit of pep in his step. It's just not there like it was, you know. Nice. You see, they're going for it. That was nice. But yeah, it was way too little, way too late. I don't know if you guys can hear this or not. I'm literally reacting to their shit. Anyway, Dan Quinn was a boxer / MMA guy who was infamous for his preaching about stevia. Fought Frank Mir in the regional scene, introduced Diego Sanchez to stevia as well. When you say stevia, shoot, why does that sound familiar to me? And I know it's like a fake sugar, right? I know it's an artificial sweetener. You know, but like, is that really a meme? Are you referring to someone with that? Stevia. Oh man. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, it sounds familiar, the name Dan Quinn, but it might just be because it sounds like such a basic name, you know, that there's a possibility that I'm just like making it up in my head that I have heard of him before. But yeah, I really don't know too much about him. Like that's the first I've heard you mention, or that's the first that I've heard anyone explain him to me. Tai Chi, elbow, jab, thrust, or short elbows at first in rib or brachial complex is a joint attack and not allowed in sports for obvious reasons. I mean, they are allowed though. When you say brachial, I don't exactly know what that is, but yeah, you're totally allowed to elbow someone in the ribs in a fight that allows elbows. You know, you're allowed to. You know, that's not like a Tai Chi thing, you know. But yeah, thank you so much for commentating and letting me join you on this stream, man. Hey, dude, no problem, anytime. If Sam ever fights again, you know, as far as I know, Sam is not going to fight again unless he gets the Hassan Piker thing, or if someone offers him like a shit ton of money, you know. Oh, hold on, they're about to answer. What? Oh, no fucking way. Yeah. Wow, bro. No. Fuck that. Dude danced around like he was at a fucking club for 4 rounds. Most boring fight on the card. Could have been one of the most exciting fights on the card. He shows up to do a fucking jig. And now he's got that belt around his waist, which is ridiculous, you know. But boxing judging is notoriously bad, you know, also corrupt. You know, not saying those guys are corrupt. I am saying they're clearly bad. But you know that's insane, bro. What the fuck that? Fuck these guys. Get the fuck out of here. But I was saying like Sam is probably not going to fight again unless he gets offered a shit ton of money, or unless he gets Hassan, which he would probably get a shit ton of money for fighting Hassan. But if he does fight again, I'm definitely down to do this. If I don't go out there with him, you know, if I could have gone out to England with him, I would have. I at least would have offered to, you know, but I'll be real with you. I am very afraid of heights, and I did not think it was a good idea to offer and be like, yo, I can come out to England with you, knowing that I might get on a plane and start freaking the fuck out, and then they have to turn it around. I'm going to be real with you. Sam Hyde should fight Cenk Uygur first. He should do what KSI is doing and fight both of them in the same night. I'll still follow you, man. I'm not here just for Sam. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. And I will say one more before I will say one more time before I head out. This is not my main channel. This is an old channel of mine that is dormant. I don't upload to this channel anymore. Okay. Please, if you're going to subscribe to me on my regular channel, Scott Sullivan MMA. Okay. Also follow me on Instagram if you're not here from Instagram, you know, at Scott Sullivan MMA. Anyway, thank you guys so much. Thank you very much for coming. You know, we had like 40 something, 50 people in this stream when Sam was fighting. You know, it was so nice to be able to commentate, you know, and give you guys an inside scoop as to what to kind of expect and things like that. You know, I'll see you guys around. If I ever have issues on my main channel, I'm also going to use this channel to stream, and I'll probably take some of the videos from this channel and put them on my main channel as well. You know, some of the videos that are a little bit better. Anyway, thank you all very much. You know, good luck out there.
And you know, really separating myself from my dad, so to speak. Being here facing them challenges.